So I've had this toilet in this camper for about a year now, maybe a little less than that. It's a 2013 Crusader 40-foot fifth wheel I travel on the road with. Anyhow, long story short, it's been working great. It's a residential toilet. It's the smallest one I could buy that was not a child's toilet. And we went home over the weekend because I'm working, pretty close to the area where I live at, and went home, and there was some cold weather, and I come back, and there was the toilet bowl, the water that was in the toilet bowl was frozen because I didn't have any heat on in the camper. I was gone for about 4 or 5 days, and so we got everything thawed out and got it all working, and then we noticed a leak, and I got under there and looked, and it was coming from the bottom side of that flange on the toilet. Hold on. It was coming from this piece right here, right in this area, and in the camper it was a threaded piece. So I just went to Home Depot and picked this up, and what had happened when I installed the toilet, when I put the bolt in right here to hold the toilet to the floor, it had broke that plastic piece, which I'm going to show you all that in a second. But I didn't know that, so I don't know what happened with the ice and the cold, but I had a little leak, and so I pulled the toilet off, found out that piece had been broken, and I had used a non-wax seal to go on there. Like, you got wax seals, and then they got these new seals that are like this rubber seal, and it said it's better for freezing, blah blah blah. And I was like, well, I'm in the camper, so this is unusual application for a residential toilet, so I'm gonna use this. Well, apparently when I put the toilet on there, that wasn't installed right either, and so long story short, it all sealed up good until it got cold and frozen. So now I'm gonna go back with a wax seal, and I got a new flange that I'm gonna install. This is a metal flange, so hopefully it don't break. I'm not sure you could bend it up, but I'm going to show you the old flange and the old setup, and then I'm going to show you the installation of this toilet. So this is the old flange here, and this is the piece I cut out. So you can see right there that little lip had broke right here, and I don't know how long it had been broke for. And what I was going to do is try to unscrew this off, but I couldn't get it off, so I had to go buy a new setup. So we're gonna show that in a minute. All right. So I got the new flange in here. I didn't show all that underneath the camper, all that gluing, because that's just regular plumbing work. But so I'm gonna screw this down to the floor now. I add this wax ring. It's going to go on right here like this, and then the toilet's going to sit on top of there. Real simple, ain't nothing to it. But that it can be done. A residential toilet in a RV. I've had this one in here for several months now. We love it. And these little things right here, just gonna go in here like so. And I thought it was gonna be able to turn, but maybe not. I might use some different ones that I got. And that there will hold the toilet down. And that's that. can turn it. If you take a pair of pliers and just grab it, it will turn. That's how I'm going to do it. I like that better. And if you see, I'm grabbing it real low because I'm not going to mess up the threads right here like this, as opposed to grabbing it up top where I got to start a nut at. There you go. It's a lot better right there. I like that. Also, in campers, a lot of times they don't have valves. I added this valve. I just bought this piece from Home Depot or wherever, because originally this piece screwed right into the back of the RV toilet. I actually had to extend it anyhow, so I bought one with a valve. So I still have water on the camper right now. So I'm just going to take this wax ring. It looks used because I test fitted it on the other one. And I was actually going to try to use the other flange, but it just didn't pan out for me. So, alright, now we're going to see if we can set this toilet back on here. See how it does. And I am going to go outside and get some bigger washers in a minute. There's a little hole on the bottom side of the toilet. It just sits right down in that hole, in that groove. If you're doing this, you'll see it when the time comes. Gotta get your studs lined up. Got that one lined up. Alright, there we go. So now she's on there. Okay. Just press it down. And that's it. We'll go ahead and get these washers real quick. So we use these heavy duty 1/4 inch square washers. And then I'm going to take my little fender washer and put my nut on top of that. And the studs feel a lot better now with the new flange. I'm going to start tightening her down. Do a little bit on this side, do a little bit on the other side, and back and forth we go. I don't know if you've ever had a camper, an RV, but the RV toilets are pretty crappy, LOL. The seals on them mess up. Uh-oh. Well, that just slipped out, but I don't think it's a big deal. I think it just spun. It's no big deal. Still gonna snug up, I believe. The RV toilets are, the gaskets go out on them. They don't hold water right. So I don't know if you've ever pooped and not had water on your poop, but it stinks to high heaven. The water is what keeps the smell down in the bathroom for some people. Some people it don't help at all. So, being I live in this camper probably 6 months out the year at minimum, we decided to go with this nice residential toilet. I looked up YouTube videos when I was doing it. I seen other people were doing it, so it can be done. Now the only thing is, when you install a residential toilet, like what I do on this one, it'll fill up the black tank in 2 days, maybe less, depending on the usage it's getting. So when I'm at the campground, I know people say don't leave your black tank valve open, but being this flows like a regular septic tank, like a regular sewer, I leave the black tank valve open on this tank. Got 2 toilets in this camper. The other one is an RV toilet. I leave the black tank open on this one and it just passes right on through. And now if I'm somewhere where I gotta have the valve closed, I got about 2 days. And I've been in a campground like that, and it sucks. You gotta dump it every 2 days if they ain't got no septic tank there. So, like I said, if you're gonna be somewhere where you got full hookup, this ain't a bad idea. But if you're gonna be somewhere where you gotta dump it with the little totes, it sucks. I've been there. Alright, so I think it feels good on there. I'm gonna hook my water back up now. Alright, we're gonna fill her up. See if we got any leaks. Well, I had put all this toilet paper in there because when that gasket was leaking, it was what was leaking past. So I was trying to soak up all that water. And that's it.